Hello! Thank you for tuning in to read another story with me today. Today we're going to be reading a really great book. It's called If the Dinosaurs Came Back, and it's written by Bernard Most. When Mr. Kilmer was a little boy, this was one of his favorite books. This is actually the same version of that book, the same copy. And I would read this book every single day because I love dinosaurs and I love imagining what it would be like if dinosaurs were alive today. Today, while we're reading this story, you're going to be looking for two different things. A way for you to make a text-to-self connection. Those are kind of some big words. Text is a fancy word for the book. Self means you. So you're connecting the book to you. So let's pretend that in this book, the dinosaurs go to school. You could make a connection to yourself and say, one time I went to school too, just like the dinosaur in this book. You could also try and make a text-to-text connection. So that's connecting this book to another book you've read before. So you could say, in this book, the dinosaurs went to school, and I read a book about Franklin the Turtle when he went to school. And you could make a connection that way. So you can connect the book to you, and you can connect the book to another book. So let's see if we can read this story, and while we're reading it, I want you to see, can you connect with anything that's happening in this story, something you've done too? Or can you try and connect it to another book you've read? All right, let's get started. If the dinosaurs came back. I like dinosaurs. I think about them all the time. I read about them. I talk about them. Oh, how I wish the dinosaurs could come back. So you could make a text-to-self connection. Connect the book to you and say, I think about dinosaurs a lot too, just like the little boy in this story. Or you could say, I don't think about dinosaurs. I'm not like the boy in the story. You're still connecting the story to you. If the dinosaurs came back, they could carry my daddy to work and back. So this is making me think about people riding on a bus. I've seen that before. I'm connecting the book to myself. Or I read a book about a bus that takes people to work. I'm connecting to that story. If the dinosaurs came back, we wouldn't need any more lawnmowers. If the dinosaurs came back, house painters wouldn't need any more ladders. So look, this one's cutting all the grass. That's making me think of a time I've cut the grass at my house before. Oh, and this one went up the ladder to paint a roof. I know one time I saw a painter climb a really tall ladder to paint a house. It's making me think of a time I saw that. I'm connecting to the story. Making connections gets your brain to be so smart, and it really helps you to think about what's happening in the book. If the dinosaurs came back, they would scare away robbers. Ooh, this is helping me make a text-to-text connection. I've read Clifford books before, and he lived in a really big doghouse outside of the house, just like this dinosaur. I connected something I read with this book. If the dinosaurs came back, they would make it easy for farmers to plow their fields. So while I keep reading, I want you to think, can you make a connection to any of these things? If the dinosaurs came back, they would help lumberjacks chop down trees. If the dinosaurs came back, they could help firefighters put out fires. Think, have you ever seen anything that reminds you of this in your life? Have you ever read a book that reminds you of this? If the dinosaurs came back, they could help build big skyscrapers. They're very tall. If the dinosaurs came back, they would make great ski slopes. Ooh, have you ever been skiing, or have you ever seen someone go skiing? If the dinosaurs came back, they could take swimmers on rides at the beach. that make you think of anything that you've ever done in the water? Maybe a time you went to the beach? If the dinosaurs came back, they could rescue kites stuck in very tall trees. Ooh, I can make a connection to this page. My son Benny and I were flying a kite yesterday, high in the sky, and it got caught in a tree, just like in the book. If the dinosaurs came back, mountain climbers would have new mountains to climb. If the dinosaurs came back, they could be a big help at the circus. Have you ever been to the circus? If the dinosaurs came back, they could help librarians get books from the top shelf. Ooh, I bet this is one you could connect with. Our library at Hamilton has tall shelves, and I bet you can't reach the books at the very tippy top. Just like this. If the dinosaurs came back, dentists would have plenty of teeth to work on. You could think of a time you went to the dentist. I wouldn't want to be that dentist. If the dinosaurs came back, giraffes would have someone to look up to because they're so tall. If the dinosaurs came back, they could push away rain clouds so the sun would always shine. But best of all, if the dinosaurs came back, they would make great pets for people who love dinosaurs. Awesome. You did such a great job with that book. So your challenge today is to see, can you make a connection to something you read in this book to yourself? Something you've done before or you've seen. Then could you make a connection, something in this book, and connect it with another book? That'd be really good to do. Thanks for tuning in. I'm excited for you to get started on this challenge, and I look forward to reading more with you soon. Bye.